Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason faced off against the Los Angeles Dodgers in their house. Went the full 9 innings, allowed 6 hits but no runs, collected 9 strikeouts, and got himself a well-deserved complete game shutout and victory. So that was very nice. Let's keep going. Got a training day out here. Do cut control to bump up our cutter control a little bit if we like. Get base on balls closer to 99, which would be cool, but I don't know how necessary it is. Two-seam velocity, durability, pitching clutch. Let's get to be buddies with Enrique Liriano. Important part of the team, stay focused, he'll be right as rain. Awesome. And another clubhouse day. Can't quite get to the top tier here with anybody, or, you know, up a tier with anybody. Let's beef with Rougned Odor, I guess. Trash talking you and your teammates ahead of the next game. Good for you, my guy. He's fired up to play, you shouldn't sleep on him. Yeah, well, we'll find out about that, won't we? We are now rivals with Rougned Odor. And that is going to throw us out here against the Atlanta Braves in SunTrust Park. Now, Jason has faced off against the Braves a grand total of 15 times in 10 starts. He has a 6-3 record against them, a 1.92 ERA, and a 2.30 WOBA. I'm happy with all those numbers, of course. Like I keep saying, you want to see him go down, but I really can't complain about a sub-2 ERA and a sub-250 WOBA. Those are fantastic numbers for anybody. But they'll only stay fantastic unless and perhaps until, or maybe despite, us going out here and getting it.
MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, SunTrust Park. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for 2 division rivals. Next. Brian Mortero, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good.
Now at the plate, Andres Gomez.
Well, unfortunately, the Phillies go 3 and out in their half of the first, so Jason has to come out here and hold it that way.
First pitch of the at-bat.
First pitch curveball. Taken outside corner, and that's the first pitch at the bottom of the first.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic.
Two-seamer down and away to Andres Gomez. That one's down and away off the plate for ball 1. So 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed the changeup first pitch. That'll make it 1-2 rather. And he grounds the fastball low. It's a kind of a low throw there from shortstop. I believe that is Victor Gutierrez over at short still, and that is the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study.
Bringing up former Texas Ranger Jurickson Profar.
They're in the bottom third of batting average.
I don't think he was on the Athletics roster when this save was made, so he may or may not have that on his record in Jason's world.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew. In this
Not that it matters tremendously. We're far enough into the simulation. We're something like 7 or 8 years into the simulation now.
If he's consistent
that
with it, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Try change up down and away, fouls it off to stay alive 0-2. We're far enough into the simulation that it really no longer bears resemblance to reality. Cutter up and in, swung on and missed, and that'll be the first strikeout of the day for Jason, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box, it can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
All right, bringing up Mark Valdez here for the Braves.
In now, Mark Valdez. Oh, and he extends nicely, and this
That's a big fly ball to the wall. But it looks like Jorge Soler's out there to get it, and that's going to end the inning. So 1-2-3 inning for Jason, gets a strikeout out of the deal, and that brings the Phillies back up to bat. Let's hope they do a little bit better the next time around.
Now batting, Domingo Santana.
Not so much, apparently. So it's still 0-0, bottom two, as Domingo Santana comes on for the Braves.
Here's the first pitch.
The Philadelphia Phillies had some news today, or yesterday, I suppose. Recording wee hours of the morning of December 5th, 2019, and yesterday it was announced that Mets pitcher Zach Wheeler had signed I think it was a 4 or 5 year contract for about $118 million with the Phillies.
The windup and the 0-2
Gives him a nice
swing and a drive sent.
Oh dear.
And this ball is gone.
Spotted that fastball, but it doesn't matter. That one is all the way to the wall and gone. Domingo Santana lines that one to the left center field fence, sneaks it over the wall, and that is going to put Atlanta up 1-0, bottom two.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, that was a well-executed pitch on the corner. He was ready for it. There's only so much mad I can be about that. Regardless, this is now Rougned Odor coming up for the Braves. Still nobody out here, second inning.
20 home runs and 61 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he
Goes reaching for that fastball down and away, but holds up in time, apparently. It's a 1-1 count.
0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
1-2.
Chops the fastball down to go 1-2.
Here he comes on
Try a changeup now, down and away. That was not down and away, Jason. That was kind of hard of the zone. You're lucky that he was out in front of it. Another 1-2 pitch here. Fastball away is the call.
And he
tails out of the zone, and Rougned Odor can only foul it off.
Fouled away.
A little bit of self-defense on that cutter up and in. But he's putting together a good battle. This will be the 7th pitch.
The 1-2.
Swung on and missed. That is going to be strikeout number 2 on the day for Jason. Rougned Odor can have a seat and get comfortable while we handle the Phillies fielding alignment. We have Felipe Velasquez, Adrian Sanchez, Victor Gutierrez, and Michael Franco infield. Stevenson, Otsuka, Soler outfield. Chance Cisco back behind the dish, and on the bump, as usual, Mr. Jason Parham.
Now in the box.
Coming up now, Mr. Victor Caratini for the Braves.
Victor Caratini.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Curveball just below the zone, taken, ball 1. Another fastball just below the zone.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me.
Slider, heart of the zone. I don't like it.
Very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Slider, again, just below the zone, taken, ball 3.
Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut. And he's
fastball inside corner, finally called strike.
Fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Changeup taken, and that's strike 2, so it fills the count from 3-0. I don't like it, but we're going to go fastball up and away. Give ourselves a little bit of leeway so that it's not right on the corner. He fouls it off. He's early on that one. I'm going to give him a curveball now. Chops that down into Chance Sisco's business. Stays alive 3-2.
Payoff pitch one more time. Skied in the
Off the end of the bat, out to left field. Andrew Stevenson's under it.
And he makes the catch
Under it.
second out.
He's onto it. He's under it. He's got it. Second out of the inning. And that brings up Mr. Johnny Bump.
Johnny Bump. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Not exactly one of the top prospects in the Braves organization, and yet he's got himself a pretty good record against Jason.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Changeup right down the pipe taken for strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to
Batting
take right there,
.416
right
against
down the
Jason
middle.
in 13 plate
But I think that happens
appearances.
when you're facing a good pitcher
667
like this guy. The
slugging.
last thing you're
It's a really
expecting is
good
one right down
number.
the
He's
pipe.
got a
Unfortunately, he let that one go.
1128
He'd like to have
OPS,
that
which
pitch.
translates to a 473 WOBA. Very, very good numbers against Jason, actually. Curveball.
Ball and a strike.
Ump does not like that bottom part of the zone. So we'll give him something else.
And this one runs
Cutter
a little
inside
too far
taken.
in. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Popped right up over the mound, and Jason's definitely got this one.
This one. As
Definitely.
he puts this one away, the side is retired.
I wasn't worried.
So
Were
just
you?
the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. We'll go now to the top of the third. Brave. Now at the plate.
All right, well, Jason comes on.
He'll get his first
Nobody on,
opportunity
one
in
out
this
against Brian Mortero,
Here's the first offering.
who is himself one of the better pitchers in the league right now.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Hit on the ground out.
Yeah, grounder over to short.
Takes it in. And the
Not really a surprise that Jason gets thrown out on the grounder.
and that becomes out number 2.
Bringing up Caleb Cowart for the Braves. They're still up 1-0.
Bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Curveball loops in, and that is strike 1.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Change up below the zone at 84, taken, ball 1.
Nobody here. No outs.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
2-1.
Ump is really squeezing the zone here. That was a great pitch, and that is somehow ball 2.
An earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Change up
Changed up on him,
inside,
and
taken,
gets the
strike
inside
2.
corner for strike 2.
Give him a cutter down and in. Popped up again. Jason's under it, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. Get that fielding stat up. And that brings up the pitcher, Brian Mortero.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside.
Changeup taken, strike
Changeup is
1.
in there.
Fastball
And
taken,
this
strike
catches the
2.
inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
And a grounder up the middle on the slider. So Brian Mortero, the opposing pitcher, gets himself a base hit here with 1 out in the bottom of the third.
Count of 0-2, and D-Rose still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan.
And brings out Andres Gomez back up to the plate.
He battled and he was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
Fouls off the fastball. He was out behind that one.
This hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect
Sprays that off to left field. Stevenson's got it, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Brian Mortero has to retreat. And this is Jurickson Profar once again, struck out last time up. Change up, down and away. Taken for strike one.
Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Taps the changeup on the outside corner.
From the belt, the pitch.
Cutter up and in. Didn't fool him this time. He fouls that off, and that is 0-2 still.
The next 0-2 is
Changeup outside corner. Second strikeout on the day for Jurickson Profar. Third on the day for Jason, and that ends the inning.
But they're on top 1-0.
Mark Valdez up, bottom of the fourth, still only 1-0, 1-0.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up.
Pop up back behind short, and Gutierrez has it for the first out of the inning, bringing up Domingo Santana.
And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report.
Yeah, guys hitting well. Big surprise. Bring them up to the majors. Let's see how well they do up here.
Base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next.
Hung that curveball, and I'm lucky that he only fouled it off because he squared that sucker up.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Cutter, 0-2 count. Well, let's give him the Showtime slider. I don't want to give him anything else he can hit here. Swung on and missed. So home run last time, but he struck out this time. He gets to have a seat and get comfortable. That's the second out of the inning and the fourth strikeout on the day for Jason.
Dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem. Up next for Atlanta.
Jason's new rival, Rougned Odor, takes the fastball down and away for ball one.
He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Fastball right down the pipe at 97. That is going to be strike one.
Many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating
curveball
from a pitcher's standpoint.
Ball two.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit.
Swung on and missed the fastball up and away, and that is strike two.
He tries to drive the ball right
evens it out again. Cutter seems to be working today. Let's give it another try.
The 2-2.
Fouls it off.
Hanging with him, another good swing to keep it going.
And change up, down and away. Swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the day for Rougned Odor, and that ends the inning. 5 strikeouts so far for Jason through 5 innings. 4 innings? 5 innings? Victor Caratini coming up. It's still 1-0. Braves on top. 4 innings in the books for Jason. 5 strikeouts so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Cutter, top of the zone, called strike one. I don't feel bad about that at all.
These guys seem well aware that this is a must-win situation for both of them. They know they're not going to have
curveball inside corner. Floats just a touch inside to even the count 1-1.
And really have to keep your concentration not only on the mound but in the batter's box.
Fastball, top of the zone, called strike two.
Starting to come to an end.
And the calls for a slider inside on Victor Caratini. Let's go.
Everybody's hurting a little bit. You can grind it out when you know you have a chance at the postseason.
And that's a liner to the wall, and that's going to be off the top of the bricks, and that is a home run. Victor Caratini adds on to Atlanta's lead here. Was almost a foul ball, but it was off the top of the wall, below the chop. And that is going to be Atlanta up 2-0 here, bottom 5.
Yeah, this guy continues to impress with his game. The position that takes the most out of you
Johnny Bump coming up. Fastball down and away, taken. Strike one. Fouls off the fastball just above the zone, and that is going to be strike two. Pinpoint fastball down and away. He just manages to get the end of the bat on it.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Got him.
Curveball swung on and missed. Strikeout number 6 on the day for Jason. So he's getting swings and misses, but they're also hitting him for home runs today.
It's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their
Changeup taken. Strike one.
Circle change there, called strike one.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
A ball and a strike now.
Another curveball in a good spot. That's called ball one.
One out. Here we go now.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep.
He's trying to wave that one fair, but it is going to drift foul. 1-2 count.
Foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2.
Changeup down and away to Caleb Cowart. Swung on and missed. Way outside. No chance to get that one, and that is strikeout number 7 on the day for Jason. So gives off another home run, but then strikes out the next 2 batters he faces. Go figure.
Standing in now, Brian Montero. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike.
Fastball outside corner, strike one.
After a single this first time up.
One time right now, kid. Here we go.
Fastball outside corner, fouled off, strike 2. Try to strike him out with one outside the zone. Give him a curveball.
Here's a little chopper up the middle.
Chopper up the middle. Shortstop's got it. That's going to end the inning. So didn't get the challenge, did get out of the inning.
Is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. We're through 5.
Phillies need to get it going here, going into the 6th.
And
they're going to give Jason a second swing of the bat. Maybe not the best decision here, but even a nice little grounder into the gap on the right field side isn't enough to get a base hit for Jason. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Phillies do pull back one here, going into the bottom of the 6th. Let's retire the side in order. Gotta stop him right here. Andres Gomez coming up for his 3rd tilt. Try a changeup down and away. Swung on that one. Strike 2. Perfect fastball. Fouled that off.
Oh, big guy. See the driver right here.
Give another really good one up and in.
And he missed with it. It's
Called ball 1.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Swinging a soft liner.
Little blooper over to second base, and that is going to be the first out of the inning, so that's 1 down. Jurickson Profar 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. We got a hat with his name on it. Let's go. Curveball taken, ball 1. Change up below the zone, taken, ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient.
Fastball well down the pipe, but he fouls that one off early. 2-1 count. Changeup coming up next. Grounds that over to short. No, he didn't even have to move over there. That'll be the second out of the inning, so we just now have to deal with Mark Valdez, 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out and a pop out.
Here comes the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold
Twitches at the one right down the pipe, but that is still strike one. Another fastball. Twitches at that just off the inside, and that's going to be ball one.
That two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way.
It's going to be a fly ball out to Jorge Soler in right. So Jason does retire the side in order. And I don't think they're going to give me credit for it. Domingo Santana coming up. Doesn't matter, though. Philly doesn't manage to pull any closer here. Change up, first pitch.
But he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And he might have another one. Is this?
Oh dear. Curveball flying to the wall. But Andrew Stevenson is under it, thankfully preventing that from going out. Not exactly a play at the wall, but still long, loud out from Domingo Santana for the first out of the inning.
Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tells you.
That's another liner, so these Braves are teeing off on Jason today. That is going to be a double to the outfield. That's not quite fair, I don't think. Jason put out 4 batters in a row and still didn't get credit for the challenge. So they are going to leave him in, though. Face off against Victor Caratini. That's a grounder over there to second. Quick put out. That brings up Johnny Bump, I think. We got runner on third, 2 outs. Ground out, fly out, strikeout would all put him. Would all put them back in their dugout, or back on the field, I guess.
This is a foul ball. 1-1. Here it is.
Change up, fouled off again. Late on that one, too.
Hey, get him yourself. Strike him out right now.
Cutter up and in to Johnny Bump.
Fouled away.
Fouls that away. Stays alive, 1-2.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
Fastball off the plate. Doesn't go digging for it, and that is going to be ball 2.
Working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats.
1-1-1.
Chops that in front of the plate.
Really big when you're hitting towards,
And that is going to be the end of the inning, so Jason prevents any more runs here. But Philly's still down 2-1 going into the top of the 8th. They got 6 outs to make something happen here. And I got to figure Jason's day is pretty close to done. Yep, they're going to bring on David Ozuna to bat for Jason here in the 8th. And that is going to be Jason's day done. 2 home runs, which is never a good day, but only 4 hits total. 7 strikeouts on the day for Jason. So, you know, good news, bad news. I guess we'll find out how this one turns out. Survey says... Well, Philly rallies in the top of the 9th, but the Braves win it in the bottom of the 9th. Jason pitches for 7 innings today, allows 2 runs on 4 hits, including 2 home runs, collects 7 strikeouts, and gets a no decision in a game that the bullpen blows, bottom 9. He remains at 13-3 on the year, and he remains at 113-48 in his career. His ERA has gone to 1.59. His FIP is at 2.84, and his xFIP is at 3.58. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.